103. This is Real College Radio. KRSC-FM Claremore, Tulsa. True alternative music.
And now, broadcasting from the top of the skyscraper that is the Markham Hall on the Rogers State University campus in Claremore, it's Green Country's most exciting radio show, Free Association. And now, here is the Fort Smith Fireball, your champion of chicken, and your deluxe dueling DJ, Mark Lane.
Your Mark is live, broadcasting from east of Eden in the land of Nod, where there is no Eden and there is no place except 91.3 FM, which is what your dial position is currently set at. Now, the word Nod comes from the Hebrew meaning to wander, so you're going to be wandering around my show looking for various things to do. You're thinking, well, why should I listen to the show? I'll tell you why you should listen. You should listen for the headlines. You should listen for the jokes. You should listen for the commentary I'm going to give you. And most importantly, you should listen for the true alternative music. The requests at 343-7913. You want another incentive? Well, I got some tickets here that I'm going to give away during these 2 hours of free association. So that might be another reason to listen, ladies and gentlemen. Do I make myself clear? All right, now what I would like to do is dedicate this song, The Bird and the Bee, You're a Cad, to all the Ubermensch out there. This goes out to all the Ubermensch from Mark Lane.
So now you want the whole world to notice that you've come around.
Seawolf with The Violent Hour right here on Free Association. Before that, we had some Generationals with Wildlife Sculpture, and then before that, we had Dead Weather with Die by the Drop. But you can live with every request by calling 343-7913. This is Mark Lane. This is Free Association. How you doing? I'll be with you till 6 o'clock on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, and it's Cinco de Mayo, too. Maybe I should go out to Mexican afterwards. Now, let's go ahead and look at the headlines here. All right, which one? Oh, can you believe that this would be news on MSNBC.com? Listen to this. Google tunes up search results. Touches up logo. That's news. That happens every day of the week. But this shows you what a slow news day it must be for MSNBC, that this is all that they can come up with. You mean Pat Buchanan didn't say anything outrageous for them? Okay, what else? Charles Barkley says pro sports should boycott Arizona. Oh, I can see this already. No, I can see it on the NBA on TNT. No, I'll take a little bit from Frank Caliendo. Don't worry. I give him credit. I can see them saying, so Charles, what do you think of the Spurs and the Suns? And then Charles says, well, I think that's terrible that they passed that immigration law, and they should just go on strike and just boycott. I can see that happening on the NBA on TNT, you know, with Charles Barkley there. What else is of interest here? Power outages slow Nashville flood cleanup. That's bad news. Feds probing NYC bomb suspects training claim. Now this issue worries me because for two reasons. One, we give all this money to Homeland Security to defend us. Two, we sacrifice our civil liberties to be protected, and it takes a street vendor to stop the whole thing. You see what I'm talking about? Well, you know, I don't mean to be depressing. I really don't. I mean to uplift you. And one way that I know to uplift you is to tell you that on May 8th, there will be a certain concert at the Cain's Ballroom. And here at RSU Radio, we've got the tickets to put you there. We'll have more details on Free Association, so there you go. It's a reason to listen. I mean, not that you wouldn't want to listen for all the great stuff like Flatfoot 56 with the Hourglass coming up after the break, after we have Radio Steve give you the 91.3 FM weather, And if you would rather hear something besides Flatfoot 56, let me know about it at 343-7913.
91.3.
I guess I'll put you on, yeah. Just for that. That was KO, by the way. Them crooked vultures with new fang right here on Free Association. And I guess you're listening to... Would I be considered an old thing? Nah, I'm not old. I'm Mark Lane, and this is Free Association. I just act old. Right here on your radio dial on 91.3 FM. Now, you'll remember last week I was pretty down because of the failed internships or whatever, and I got some encouragement to, have the can-do attitude and keep your head up and so forth. The most encouraging, communique that I got was from a former radio star here on 91.3 FM in the mornings with the esteemed Josh Bueller. I don't know if I can mention her name. Can I mention it? I'll do it anyway, Misty. You remember Misty and Josh in the morning? Anyway, so Misty, she cheered me up. And because I attribute her to why I'm behind this microphone for this reason, But then other people tried to cheer me up in other ways. One of my friends back home sent me, a list of what... Abraham Lincoln did over the course of his life and all his failures. When he was 22, he failed in business, and when he was 27, he had a nervous breakdown, and when he was 34, they closed his Facebook account. When he was 37, he lost all his money to Bernie Madoff, and when he was 46, he was defeated in Congress, and then finally, when he was 51 years old, he was elected to the President of the United States of America. But whoa! Here's what I got to say about that. How's this supposed to be a happy ending? He presided over one of the most tumultuous times in American history, and then he got shot when he went to the theater. How's this supposed to cheer me up, I ask myself. So see, I can turn a positive into a negative, So, beware the Ides of May. Why do I say that? Well, because May 15th will be a week after... Cage the Elephant will be at Kane's Ballroom, and you don't want to miss out on a show like this. Stay tuned to Free Association because we'll have some tickets to that show on May the 8th at Kane's Ballroom. And if you're unfamiliar with Cage the Elephant, then take a listen to this song, Back Against the Wall. This is Mark Lane of Free Association, and my back's not against the wall. 343-7913 is the request line. Rural Alberta Advantage with Edmonton, right here on 91.3 FM. Before that, RJD2 with The Glow. And before that, a request, Dr. Dog with Stranger. And don't be a stranger if you have a request, because 343-7913 is a familiar phone line to you, the listener. This is Free Association, this is Mark Lane, and this is the end of another academic year, so I put away all of my stuff from the past academic year in the box. I get it from my mom. I save too much stuff, so I save every assignment and so forth from the academic year, and I put it in a box. It'll be called RSU Year 3. Anyway, so I found some old material of mine from some of my shows that I've done over the past year. Listen to this here. Now, these are notes that I write for myself for the show. So just bear with me for a moment. 6. Nag on study groups. The negatives, should they occur, outweigh the positives. And what is it by and large? You're learning terminology from someone else instead of putting it in your own words and understanding. Study group should be left at what it's meant to be. A vulpine attempt to spend time with the girl you like. Let's see, what else? Number 5. Oh, this was back during the swine flu. Men are susceptible to swine flu because all men are pigs. Okay. Going to a capstone presentation. The first girl seemed like she should have given her speech at a truck stop diner with all the commotion. It's true. Have you ever gone to a capstone presentation? It does. Like, the first person that presents, that's when everybody starts to walk in. You're like, hey, how you doing? And then they might cheer the person, go Natalie! You know, as they're doing the capstone presentation. Take a picture with a flashbulb and everything. Oh, I know you're saying, oh, Mark, what are you doing reading old material? Come on, don't you have anything new? I have something new. Cage the Elephant will be at Kane's Ballroom May 8th. And we have tickets to the show. There you go. There's something new. And here's something else that's new. Coming up in the second hour, we will have a chance to win those tickets. Search your feelings. You know when to call. So that'll be coming up in the next hour, along with Joke Time, and along with more of the true alternative music at 343-7913. Enjoy this concert calendar update brought to you by Karen Kilowatt after the break.